Okay, hello again guys, end of the session now, deciding to pack up, not seen one for a little while now, so I'm going to do my usual intro to this video at the end of the session. Didn't start too well. On my way here I have to walk down quite a steep bank, and it's been raining all last night, etc. You can guess what happened. Yeah, I slipped over right on my backside. I've got mud all down my back. Didn't have my gloves on, all my hands are dickered in mud. My bag got covered in mud, never mind. And then when I got to the feeder here, I couldn't sit in my usual spot because everything's grown up so much. I didn't have a very good view around the base of the feeder and so on, and I've still not got a great view. But I like to see the squirrels obviously shot them, they roll down the bank, and I know it's a good shot, etc. And when I got here as well, the feeder is empty again. But that's no surprise given the amount of squirrels you'll see in the video later. So yeah, another good squirrel video, hopefully, you guys, coming up. Usual kit, hope you can see it from where you are. The FX Dreamline, the Saber Tactical in .22, and the Wulf 4K scope. And if you saw my last video with me testing the pellets, so today using the Hades, they worked really well with just one little hiccup, as you'll see on the video. So let's get into the video, have a look at some of these squirrels going down. And like I said, I had a good day today, and hope you're all good, and I'll see you all again at the end of the video. So I've seen a squirrel bounce around in the trees, as you can see, but I've lost sight of him, and I'm trying to look through these little bushes in front of me and so on, but there's so much foliage now, everything's growing. There's so much foliage up in the trees, ivy, etc., to cover the squirrels, and I've lost sight of them at this point. And I'm having a good scan around, trying to see where he is, but nope, I can't see him whatsoever. So I've totally lost sight of him, but I know he's up there. I've not seen anything else move out, so I decide to fire up the thermal so I can pick him out in amongst all the leaves and the ivy and so on in the tops of the trees there. Now the thermal, as I've said before, is a game changer in this sort of situation. It'll show this squirrel up like a torch in the darkness. I keep saying this, but it's an absolutely amazing device. So I fire up my thermal. It takes 10 or 12 seconds or so to sort of come online, so to speak. It's still looking around, but still no sign of the squirrel at all. Can't see him with my naked eye as such at all. So quick check on the thermal now. See, it's fired up. Have a quick look in the tops of the trees, and yep, sure enough, he's definitely up there. Instantly with the thermal I can see he's up in the thick sort of ivy and leaves up above the feeder. And at this point I try having a look through the scope, but I can't see him whatsoever, just foliage. Another quick look through the thermal, and suddenly he starts to move. So now he's on the move, and I'm trying to get him on the scope, and he's definitely coming down towards the tree now. So I fire up the scope, the recording, load the rifle, and get myself ready. And there he is, making his way down the tree towards the feeder. Now I should say at this point, guys, there's no reticle, as you can see, on this this portion of the video, and somehow I've got the resolution too high on the scope, and when you've got the resolution or the frame rate too high, it doesn't record with the reticle, and also somehow the sound has got screwed up, so you'll see the sound from the scope is off with the timing of the shot. Don't know how this has happened, but I realised this later on and sort this out. So this squirrel, he has a good fidget around, as you can see, going sort of up and down the sort of tree. Makes his way back up towards the feeder. I'm thinking he's going to go right up on the feeder now. But no, he still can't make his mind up. He's still fidgeting around, going up and down. So I zoom back out to get a better field of view. Just be patient. Eventually he comes back up and he goes onto this lovely little city branch right there. Perfect for the shot. And as you can see, perfect shot. Sounds out of sync, sorry, at the moment. And that's the first one down, and he does the old squirrel breakdowns and pops down the bank. Now this one came in so fast, caught me a bit unawares. I quickly cocked the rifle and lined up for the shot, and took the shot there, but I hadn't closed the bolt fully on the rifle or the lever, and so it didn't shoot, it just slammed the lever forward. So I quickly had to recock the rifle, take the magazine out and take the shot again, but it all worked out right in the end. You can see me there put the magazine back in, but I wasn't quite happy with the way the squirrel was moving, although I'm pretty sure it's a good headshot, but the way he was bouncing I wasn't quite sure, so I give him a second one there just to be 100% sure, and that's number 2. Again, I've seen another squirrel for a little while now, but I've lost sight of him, so I grabbed the thermal just to confirm he's still there and so on. Sure he is, because I see if he disappeared away from the sort of feeder tree where the feeder is, but as soon as I put it to my face I can see him, and he comes up, shoots straight down onto the feeder, and I line up ready for the shot and take the shot there. It's a perfect shot, great headshot, and he does one of those hangers on where he's dangling from the feeder, and it's a great shot. Eventually drops down to the floor there, and I'm really chuffed for that shot. It's a really good shot. I'm just checking him on the floor. There you go, I'm happy with that. 3 down, really chuffed. And then, yep, then I realised I've not pressed record on the scope. What a dingbat. Probably the best shot of the session as well. So as you can see, I finally realised I had the frame rate wrong from what I normally like to have it set on this scope. So we're now back with the reticle showing, and the sound and everything seems to be fine from now on. So this one comes along onto this branch here where they quite often sit, so I zoom in a bit thinking he's going to stop there for a second, but no, he ups and tails it and pops down towards the feeder. But he does sit very nicely on top of the feeder, And there you go. It's another one in the bag, so to speak. And there he is, thrashing away. Good headshot on the floor. So tighten up the rifle on the tripod. Get it all set. And yeah, chuffed with that. It's turning out to be a good day. That's 4 now. If you're liking the video, give me a thumbs up. A slightly different perspective shot there. I just shoved my other action camera up in the branches there. You can see down on me. But if you've seen one of my other recent videos on the pellets I've been using, I have been using Barracuda Hunter hollow points, which I found to be absolutely really good. But in testing, these Hades were working really well, really accurate. So yeah, using Hades today. So yeah, having a good day. Must be time for a coffee. Here's a quick bit of footage I took of this squirrel. He came right across the trees, down into this spot here. And I think he probably spotted me from what you can see there. And he was there for quite some time before he turned tail and hightailed it back up the trees, not to be seen again, unless he was one of the others that returned later on, of course. Now I've just spotted another squirrel coming down towards the feeder, as you can see. And I'm just keeping my eye on him, patiently waiting for him to get closer to make sure he's definitely coming to the feeder. And he's slowly making his way closer and closer towards the feeder, so I'm pretty positive at this point he's definitely coming to the feeder. So I take a look through the scope and get him eyed up. And then when he gets close enough, I pop the recording on, cock the rifle, and wait for him to present himself with a shot. And here he is, coming down to the feeder, and he's on that little city branch again, and they quite often just stay there too long, just like this one. And a few more clicks in to zoom in and line him up. And if you notice on that tree branch, that pellet went straight through him. But same results. There he is on the floor, thrashing around. You can see his back legs are far and away. That's indication of a perfect headshot. Brain dead. There's another one down. That's 5 in the bag today so far. Turning out to be a really good morning. Even the sunshine's come out for a moment. So there's another one here somewhere. I know he's there, I just can't pick him out with the scope. So just having a quick look over the scope, and there he is, up there. and he's froze there. Absolutely perfect. So cock my rifle, zoom in a bit, and line him up the perfect shot, or so I thought. Watch this one. Now I have no idea what happened there. I think must have had a flyer, which you can see from my reaction here. That squirrel just shot away up into the trees and disappeared like nothing had happened to him, if you know what I mean. So up to now those Hades have been perfect, but perhaps that was a flyer there. So at this point I think I better have a quick recheck. Now there's my brick that I've been doing my zero in every time I come. Do a zero check, which I've already done this morning. So I'm going to do another one. Pick a point just there. Take the shot. Well, that's minute a squirrel in my book. So I just don't know what happened on that last shot. Looks like perhaps I just had a flyer. Now here's a quick clip of another squirrel that took several minutes coming all the way in towards the feeder. Perhaps he clocked me, because when he got to that point he just turned round and hightailed it out of there. This one came straight in, no problems, no messing around, straight down towards the feeder. He has a quick shuffle around at the feeder and then jumps straight onto it and lines himself up for the shot, as you'll see in just a moment. Now the feeder is empty, all but a few grains of wheat or something, but he finds something in there. So there we go, last meal of the day. Good headshot, and I point the scope to the floor expecting to see him drop. I'm thinking, well, where is he? We had a Klingon, but eventually he drops to the floor, has a little bounce, but it's a good dispatch. So end of the day, here I am having packed up and I'm just walking towards the feeder to do my usual pickup video. Okay guys, it's time to do a pickup. Just put the phone on the feeder and I'll quickly show you what we've got. Turn the camera around and show you what we've got today. Okay, so there's the feeder, absolutely empty apart from a few bits of wheat, as you can see. Loads of wheat all over the floor. All the decent seeds and nuts have gone, and today we've got 1, 2, 3 and a couple more down there. Let's zoom you in. There you go. So 5 today. That's a good number. Good solid 5. Happy with that. The woods is really overgrown and everything, as you can see there now. But yeah, have to fill the feeder up and leave it for a while. Come back again soon. Okay guys, end of the video. Thanks very much for watching. I've just hooked my little action cam on a branch. It looks like it might wave in the wind a bit. But just want to say thanks very much for watching one of my videos, as always. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and click on the like button. It does obviously help the videos with the views and so on. And it's just that interaction with you guys. It really makes me keep making these videos and so on. So okay, hope to get out again soon and get you another guys video again soon. Thanks very much and see you all again soon.